Now our next comic is one of the fastest rising stars on the Charlotte comedy scene. Please welcome Mr. AJ Ellis.
Hey guys, what's going on? Thanks for coming out, really appreciate it. Exciting news for everyone. Just, I want to share this. Nice little update. Guess who hasn't had a drink, done a drug, smoked a cigarette, and has started to lose weight for about 3 months now? That's right, Whitney Houston. Yeah, I gotta make fun of her because I know. Oh, if that's a groaner, you guys better buckle up. I've got 14 and a half more minutes of stuff that you're gonna also groan at. But you know, I gotta make fun of some of the people that are dead because I'm not in better shape than most people that are alive, so I apologize for that. But the benefit of, you know, being out of shape is that I get to hang out with really smart people. Doctors. You know, one of my doctors he's a really smart guy, he taught me a new word recently. Taught me the meaning of the word atrophy. You know that word? I actually thought, just learned it. I thought he said a trophy, so I had him explain it to me. So apparently my muscles aren't up for an award right now. Weird. But anyway, I'm a bigger guy, as you guys can see. And, you know, it sucks coming to that realization, but I shouldn't be that surprised. There's always been big people in my family. Like, for instance, my grandmother has always been a big-boned, large-breasted woman. Now so am I. Actually, a friend of mine, we were talking about this the other day, he's having a kid due in August, and he told me that his biggest fear was that his kid would come out, you know, everybody wants to have a healthy kid. And he says his biggest fear is the kid would come out with like a club foot. I gotta say, I'm trying to have kids this summer, and we're gonna start, and my biggest fear is that he takes after his daddy, and my kid comes out of the womb with a club sandwich. So, you guys seen this Avengers movie that everyone in the world has seen? Can I get a fake applause break for that? Yeah, right? Avengers? That's an easy one. Sucks being a fat guy ever since Avengers come out. That's green is one less color I can wear now. Every time I walk through a bar, I always overhear someone going, "Man, I bet you wouldn't like him when he's hungry." You know, getting compared to the Hulk, the Incredible Bulk that I am now, isn't too fair because that's not even my favorite Avenger. My wife, for sure, can tell you who my favorite Avenger is. Who is it, lady? Iron Man. I'm a big Iron Man fan. Do you know how she learned that? One time I was laying in bed, and I turned my cell phone on like this, and put it on my chest, and I just laid down and I started giggling. I said, "I'm Iron Man taking a nap, get it? I am Iron Man, I'm made of iron, and I'm a man." Right? You know what I'm saying? Woo! That's a good one. So supposed to have the phone ready for that. Samuel L. Jackson's in the Iron Man movie, or the Avengers movie. Big surprise, he's in everything. Have you guys seen him in this iPhone commercial lately? Yeah. Do you guys notice the part where he says that Siri can have the rest of the night off? To me, that means there's at least a 50% chance that Samuel L. Jackson actually thinks there's a tiny woman living inside his iPhone. Well, you're doing a great job tonight, Siri, so you might as well take night off and get some rest, because tomorrow's going to be a doozy. Silly guy. But, you know, at least it's comic book stuff. I'm kind of nerdy. I can get into that. There's pop culture references and things out there that I really just can't get behind. You know, I'm not a big fan of everything. You guys remember that Ed Hardy craze that went by? I was never cool enough to wear the Ed Hardy shirts, but I will give him this. I was a huge fan of his earlier work, when most of his paintings appeared on Trapper Keepers, and he went by the pen name Lisa Frank. Fruit Cup. It might be a younger one, but, you know. What else? Hunger Games, that's a big thing. I'm a little too old now. I never really got to get into it. I don't really know what it's about. I don't know how the Hunger Games works. But I gotta assume at this point in my life I'm fat enough to be somewhere on the leaderboard. Full disclosure, every Hunger Games I've ever fought out has inevitably had its conclusion happen on the toilet. Man, that's gross. What else? You know, speaking of games, Hunger Games. Anyone else think that the game of chess is just sending the wrong message about race relations? Isn't there enough blacks versus whites in this world? But I gotta admit, every time that black king takes my white queen, I do get jealous. I'm gonna apologize for this in advance, but I've had this stuck in my head all day, so I'm gonna share it with you. Got this song going over and over again. You ever heard this one? It goes, shake, 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 da-dun-da-dun-dun. Shake, 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 da-dun-da-dun. Shake your baby. Shake your baby. Which, of course, is the classic hit by Casey Anthony and the Sunshine Band. You know what's really cool is that this new music I really can't get into. Yeah, any Weird Al Yankovic fans in the house? Woo! Wouldn't it be cool if Weird Al did a new album finally, but it was all like new music? Like imagine if he covered a Tayo Cruz song. What would that be like? I'm gonna assume it would be I'm only gonna rape your butt. Or maybe LMFAO, they're like, I'm sexy and alone now. I jerk off. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. That's a young one too, guys, sorry. Oh, they're killing it over there. So, speaking of that music, girls these days just love it, and that's why guys have to like it too. But girls these days, they're getting out of control, these scandalous girls. Here's a little public service announcement. I don't know if I want to get up on my soapbox, but to the girls that think it's appropriate to wear those tight yoga pants out in public, like that's okay. Ladies, we can all see your lips moving, but nobody's making out the words. I like to call that the camel sock, personally. So big night for me the other night. I banged a cougar. It was awesome. But afterwards, when I went to the bathroom to kind of clean up, by the time I got out, that bastard ate both my cats and scratched his way right out the screen door. You know what I'm saying? Big cougar friend. But even when I was younger, when I wasn't chasing cougars, just funny to say with my wife sitting right there. Even when I was younger, a little more svelte, I never wanted to date a stripper. Just wasn't my fantasy. I knew some guys that was their thing. But I just knew that relationship was never going to work out. I mean, it's just about expectations. Like, what if her dad was just amazing at sex? A lot of stripper family members in the house. I didn't mean to cross an invisible line here. I apologize for that. That's funny. Anyway, for the strippers, no offense, ladies. Apparently all the strippers in the house. I am a huge fan of boobs, which is why I went ahead and grew myself a pair. Your move, strip clubs. Any strip club, it seems like there might be some strip club people in the house. Any strip club patrons in the house? Any AM radio listeners? Have you guys seen these strip clubs that are doing this new thing? They're advertising sushi bars in the strip club. Does anyone else think that's not the best marketing scheme ever? You may want to close your ears for this one. So I was in one of those places last week, and I was sitting down at the table, and maybe I was a little too close to the sashimi station, or possibly it was Chassie over here that puts the P-U in SSY. Told you to close your ears. Wow, they are horrified to my right. But yeah, you can't blame the strip clubs for doing the sushi thing. It's popular, it's everywhere. It's even in the grocery stores. How disappointed do you think that the sushi chef at Harris Teeter's parents must be? I'm gonna go with extremery. Racism, that's better? Alright, good. We are in the South. Anyway, screw Harris Teeter anyway. Those guys, they're guerrilla tactics for charitable giving. I was checking out the other day, I got a bunch of food. Girl comes up, I get up to the girl and she goes, checks me out and she goes, hey, would you like to donate $1 to diabetes? Just looked her in the eye, I couldn't believe it. Lady, take a look at me. Don't you think that maybe I should just hold on to that $1 at this point? Don't you think my entire food budget is eventually going to diabetes? Can we have a little patience? What else? Can I tell you guys a little bit more about me? Hey, there we go. There's some response. A little bit about me. I'm on Twitter. It's pretty cool. You can follow me at AJLS3. Don't think many of you will. But it's better than Facebook. I have to say that. I think Twitter's cool and Facebook is done for me because if I wanted to write on walls all day and get poked by random dudes, I'd probably just kill my wife. I could do 5 to 10, 3 square meals a day. Standing on my head, no problem. I'm a weird guy. I do weird things. It's just who I am. Like, for instance, I'll walk around my apartment and sometimes I'll just scream at inanimate objects. I'll just say, "You're not my real stool," to my step stool. Oh, we got some children of divorce in the house. Sweet. Very nice. A couple random facts about my childhood. When I was growing up, my favorite song of all time was Hot for Teacher by Van Halen. Anybody like Van Halen? Got a bed, got a bed, got a bed. Hot for teacher. Number 2, I was homeschooled, which made that really awkward once I learned what that song was about. I mean, in my defense, she's a great looking lady. She's got killer legs, but it was weird. But I'm all grown up now. I'm chasing my dream, as you guys can see. I'm on my way to starting my own bug spray company. I'm not really a chemist or anything, but we've already got the marketing down. We're going to put the slogan on everything. It's going to be, "We beat off." Bug spray. Bazing. Sorry if I seem uncomfortable up here. I keep squirming and stuff. Haven't really got a chance to do laundry in the last couple of weeks. I'm a little low on boxers, so today I'm under this. I'm rocking the plantain hammock because it's small. It's a small banana. Kind of makes me wish I still lived at home when my mom took care of my laundry for that. Pretty much the only thing she taught me was never told me how to do laundry. Thank God I'm married, but she did teach me to stay away and not believe in horoscopes and all that mumbo jumbo. I'm not a big fan. If anyone thinks otherwise, then maybe I'm wrong, clearly. But horoscopes are kind of bullshit. But this is interesting. My mom, who is a Cancer, just got diagnosed with crabs. That's her mascot. There we go. There's some uncomfortable laughter. That's what I like to hear. Years just flying by. Can you believe it? 2012 is almost halfway over. The end of the year is coming before you know it. Ooh, Mayan calendar, end of the world. You guys ready? Yeah, that's bullshit. If anyone's paying attention to Mayans, 2012 was in 1697. I don't think any of those motherfuckers saw that coming at all. Don't believe me? Ask a couple of your Mayan friends in the audience. Moving on. So it's nice. We're cruising through 2012, and before we know it, Halloween will be here. My least favorite holiday. Hate it. But my wife loves Halloween. It's her favorite. And I understand why. For her, the whole holiday is one moment. It's that time when we go to Target, we get to pick out candy to give out to the neighborhood kids. And she gets to go, hey honey, look, fun size. Just like your penis. Speaking of that, popular subject, we're shopping new birth control methods lately. We're getting off the pill. You guys seen this NuvaRing thing? It's not a pill, it's completely different. It's almost like a breath saver that the vagina sucks on for a month at a time. It's weird. I think it'd be interesting if they came in flavors. Imagine if there's like a Peppa one. Wouldn't it be really awkward if like my buddy handed me an Altoid and I had to go change my shorts? Ooh. So anyway, I consider myself a pretty intelligent person. I get a lot of things in life, but there's things I just don't know the answer to and I don't think I'll ever figure out. Like, can any of you guys tell me how many handicap spots there are at the Special Olympics parking lot? Is it like 10% of the lot? Is it all of it? What else? You guys familiar with the movie Goodfellas? Would it be interesting? Could anyone tell me if Henry Hill had decided to go by Hank Hill, he would have told people that he sold cocaine and cocaine accessories? Well, there are a few things that I do know about. I'm going to close this up for you guys with a couple quick ones. But did you guys know that Maury Povich actually is the executive producer of the show Toddlers and Tiaras? Makes a lot of sense if you think about it. It's kind of like a Christmas tree farmer just walking around the country and planting pine cones and waiting for them to grow into little whores. Kind of can't wait for Honey Boo Boo Child to be on Teen Mom in a couple of years. What else? So if you guys are looking for a deal, you can head out to the hood and grab yourself a case of Ask body spray. It's a discount. I mean, I had to ask the guy if it was legit or not, but it smells pretty good. I'm going to leave you guys with this. I don't want to get up on my soapbox or anything, but you know, I live in the city up in Charlotte. We got some homeless people up there, and I believe, you know, sort of trying to help out your fellow man, especially the less fortunate than I. Especially the ones with a sense of humor. I can't imagine having a tougher life, and then having a sense of humor is amazing. Like, the other day I was actually walking home, and two of these guys are going to sleep on the side of the road, and out of nowhere, the first guy just takes a huge piece of cardboard and just slams the other guy in the face. My antenna went up on that. The second guy goes, dude, what the hell was that for? And the first guy goes, pillow fight! All right, everybody, I'm AJ Ellis. Hope you have a great night.
Keep going for AJ Ellis.